Commentators Rob Smith and Wendy Osefo. Rob, does that offend you, some of the language that CNN used?
It absolutely offends me. It's disgusting. And looking at that clip, I would say Don Lemon went from an anchor at CNN to the chief overseer on the Democratic plantation, because what he did was he corralled Kanye West back in using disgusting language, him, Tara Setmeyer, and Bakari Sellers. It's disgusting to me. And what they're doing is they're trying to send a message to any other black American, to any other black conservative that supports the president, that this is what we will do to you if you are vocal about that support.
Wendy, what do you think about that?
My problem with Kanye is not the fact that he wants to support Donald Trump because he has the right to. My problem is that he was given the ability to go to the Oval Office and he basically performed in ignorance. And what I mean by that is the fact that when he went there, he could have talked to Donald Trump about what's going on in Chicago. He could have talked about stop and frisk. He could have asked Donald Trump, why did he cut mental health reform and why else did he cut education? But he did not. He used that time to basically be a minstrel show and pound on the table.
I completely disagree.
Minstrel show is a strong word.
And it's fine for you to disagree, but this is what I also think. I think that the conservative party, the GOP, has to decide when is it okay for black athletes and performers to either shut up and dribble or them to become the beacon of hope for your party, because you can't have it both ways.
Wendy, he actually did bring up stop and frisk. He said he doesn't like stop and frisk and told the president that he should knock it off. But go ahead. And
for you to call it a minstrel show, you are doing what every other black person is doing right now to anybody who dares to espouse
That's not true.
Conservative. You did. You just did it. And first of all, Kanye West talked about a lot of different things. He talked about the relationship between black people and the police. He talked about basically supporting the president. He talked about making America great right now.
You can support the president, but you do not have to use foul language while you're in the Oval Office. You can support the president, but you should not bang on the table in the Oval Office. So why you're trying to sit here and demean it, so it doesn't make any sense.
President Bill Clinton did some pretty indecent things in the Oval Office. Let's not act like we're all pure.
And I don't actually remember all of this outcry when Rick Ross was in the White House and his ankle bracelet went off.
Actually, I don't remember all of this outcry when LeBron James called out the President of the United States, but then you guys said all he should do is he should shut up and dribble. So again, I want to ask you, do you want black athletes and entertainers to shut up and dribble, or do you want them to become your new mascot like you're trying to do for Kanye West? Because you cannot have it both ways,
It's not about black people being shutting up and dribble. What it's about is black people having a seat at the table. What you want to do is you want to make it so controversial for any black person to have anything to do with this administration.
That's
you want to make an example out of
Well, let's talk about facts. The facts are only 8% of black people voted for Trump.
You can't stop it. Don Lemon can't stop it. And anybody else cannot stop it right now. Whether you call it a minstrel show or not.
You can vote for Trump if you want to, but you should not vote for someone who undermines black and brown communities on a daily basis.
To you. Wendy, Rob, healthy debate. We got to run. Thank you guys very much.
Thanks.
All right. Up next, Taylor and Kanye get political. Diamond and Silk are getting political.